It always starts small. A whisper in the wind, a shadow in the corner of your eye. You might not even notice it at first. A bite, a scratch, just a tiny mark, barely noticeable. But that's all it takes. One moment of carelessness, one lapse in vigilance. Maybe someone's grandma suddenly craving brains instead of bingo. It sounds absurd, right? But in this new world, absurdity is the new normal. Whatever the cause, it spreads like wildfire. One infected turns into 10, 10 into 100. Cities fall in days, sometimes hours. The infection knows no boundaries, no mercy. 1 minute you're stuck in traffic, flipping through radio stations, trying to find a decent song. The next, the world is falling apart around you. The next, the guy in the minivan next to you is gnawing on the steering wheel, eyes glazed over, a hunger in his eyes that's not for a Big Mac. That's how it starts. A moment of confusion, then sheer terror. The world you knew, the one with rules and Netflix binges, vanishes faster than a plate of nachos at a Super Bowl party. The familiar comforts of life are replaced by a desperate struggle for survival. Welcome to the apocalypse, pal. No turning back now. The rules have changed and the stakes are higher than ever. Every decision, every move could be your last. The good news? You're not alone. There are others out there fighting to survive just like you. Together, you might stand a chance. The bad news? Most of your company now craves human flesh. Friends, neighbors, even family members. The people you once trusted are now your greatest threat. Survival? It ain't gonna be pretty. It's gonna be brutal, messy, and terrifying. But it's the only option you've got. But hey, nobody said the end of the world would be. It's a harsh new reality, but it's one you have to face head on. It's about adapting, being smart, being tough. It's about using every resource at your disposal, every ounce of strength and cunning you have. It's about learning to survive in a world where the dead ain't staying dead. This ain't Hollywood. There's no director to yell cut when things get too intense. There's no script, no second takes. Every moment is live, every decision is final. The stakes couldn't be higher. This is real life, and death is a very real possibility, but it's not inevitable. With the right knowledge, the right skills, you can make it through. This guide, it's your weapon against the bitey hordes. It's your lifeline, your manual for navigating this new world. It's your chance to survive, to fight back against the darkness, to carve out a place for yourself in this shattered world. So pay attention, because your life might just depend on it. Every tip, every piece of advice could be the difference between life and death. This is your new reality. Embrace it, and you might just make it through. Remember, knowledge is power. The more you know, the better prepared you'll be. Share what you learn, help others, and together you can build a new future. Supplies are scarce, but with teamwork and ingenuity, you can find what you need. Every can of food, every bottle of water is a precious resource. Set traps, plan your moves carefully. Every step you take should be calculated, every action deliberate. This is a game of strategy, and the stakes are your life. And don't forget to find moments of peace. Even in the midst of chaos, there are still moments of humanity, of connection. Hold on to those because they will keep you sane. Remember why you're fighting, whether it's for loved ones, for a future, or simply for the sake of survival. Keep that reason close to your heart. It will give you strength when you need it most. So stand tall, face the challenge head on. The world may have changed, but your will to survive hasn't. This is your story now. Make it one worth telling. Got a green thumb? Good. Start a garden, find some seeds, find some soil, and get planting. Tomatoes, beans, anything you can grow. It's not just about food, it's about morale. A little greenery can make the end of the world a little less bleak. Remember, food is power. It keeps you alive, keeps you strong. It's something to fight for when everything else is gone. So learn to scavenge, learn to grow, learn to value every bite. Because in this new world, food isn't just sustenance, it's survival. Reinforce it. Board up windows, pile up furniture, make it your own little fortress. Remember, the goal is to keep them out, not keep yourself in. You need an escape route, a way out if things go south. Think like a zombie. They're attracted to noise, light, and the sweet smell of human. Keep it quiet, keep it dark, keep yourself off the menu. A good shelter is more than just walls and a roof. It's a sanctuary, a place to catch your breath, to regroup, to remind yourself that you're still alive.
Think of zombies like really bad house guests. You know, the kind that show up uninvited, make a mess of everything, and just won't leave no matter how many hints you drop. They never leave when you want them to. They're messy, and they have a thing for brains. It's like having a house guest who raids your fridge, but instead of food, they're after your gray matter. Best way to deal with them? Avoid them altogether, just like you'd avoid that one annoying neighbor who always wants to chat when you're in a hurry.
Stay quiet. They're attracted to noise like moths to a flame. Imagine you're in a library where the loudest sound is a death sentence. Ditch the boombox and learn to whisper. Move slow, move silent. Think of it as a game of hide and seek, where the stakes are your life. Be the ninja of the apocalypse. Every step should be calculated, every movement deliberate. Silence is your best friend.
Stick to the shadows. They're drawn to movement, especially in daylight. It's like being in a horror movie where the monster can only see you when you move. Use the darkness to your advantage. Become one with the shadows. Think of yourself as a shadow warrior, blending into the night. Remember, the best way to win a fight is to avoid it altogether. And for God's sake, if you see a horde, turn around. It's not cowardice, it's survival. No shame in running. Discretion is the better part of valor, especially when valor means becoming zombie chow. Sometimes the bravest thing you can do is live to fight another day. Always scout ahead. Use binoculars or any vantage point to check for zombies before moving. Knowledge is power, and knowing where they are can save your life. Set up noise traps. A well-placed can or bottle can create a distraction, drawing zombies away from your path. It's like throwing a bone to a dog to keep it busy. Plan your route. Know where you're going and how to get there without running into trouble. A little preparation can go a long way in keeping you safe. Use red filters on flashlights. Red light is less likely to attract zombies, allowing you to see without giving away your position. It's a small trick, but it can make a big difference. Find secure places to rest. You need your energy, and a safe spot to catch your breath can be a lifesaver. Always be on the lookout for places where you can hide and recuperate. Barricade doors and windows. If you have to stay in one place for a while, make sure it's secure. A few minutes of work can prevent a lot of trouble later on. Develop silent communication with your group. Hand signals, light flashes, anything that doesn't make noise. Coordination can be the key to survival. Always be on the lookout for supplies. Food, water, medical kits, anything that can help you survive. Sometimes the best treasures are hidden in the most unexpected places. And if all else fails, be prepared to defend yourself. A makeshift weapon can be the difference between life and death. But remember, fighting should always be your last resort. In the end, survival is about making smart choices. Avoiding unwanted zombie meet and greets is just the beginning. Stay alert, stay quiet, and stay alive. Sometimes running just ain't an option. You might find yourself cornered with no escape route in sight. Maybe you're in a building with no clear exits, or perhaps you're surrounded by the undead on all sides. In these moments, the only choice you have is to stand your ground and prepare for a fight. Sometimes you gotta stand your ground and fight. It's not just about survival, it's about facing your fears head on. When the odds are stacked against you and the undead are closing in, your courage and combat skills are your best allies. And when that happens, you better know what you're doing. Preparation is key. Knowing how to handle your weapons, understanding the weaknesses of your enemy, and having a clear strategy can make all the difference between life and death.
Rule number 1, aim for the head. The brain is the control center of these creatures. Destroy it and you destroy the zombie. It's the most effective way to ensure they stay down for good. Those things may be dead, but their brains still work. Sort of. The brain is what keeps them moving, what drives their relentless hunger. A blow to the head disrupts that, rendering them harmless. A well-placed blow to the noggin is the quickest way to neutralize the threat. It's not just about hitting hard, it's about hitting accurately. Precision is crucial when dealing with zombies.
Rule number 2, choose your weapon wisely. Not all weapons are created equal. Some are better suited for different situations. Understanding the strengths and weaknesses of each weapon can give you a significant advantage. Guns are loud, attract unwanted attention, and ammo runs out. While they can be effective, they come with significant drawbacks. Noise can draw more zombies to your location, turning a manageable situation into a deadly one. Go for something quieter, something up close and personal. Melee weapons like crowbars or bats allow you to take out zombies without alerting others nearby. They require you to get close, but they can be just as deadly. A crowbar, a baseball bat. These tools are not just for construction or sports anymore, they are your lifeline in a zombie apocalypse. They are durable, effective, and can be found almost anywhere. A machete, if you're feeling fancy. It's a versatile weapon, capable of delivering powerful, precise strikes. It's lightweight, easy to handle, and can cut through flesh and bone with ease.
Rule number 3, never let your guard down. These things are relentless. They don't need rest, they don't feel pain, and they won't stop until they've got you. Constant vigilance is your best defense. They don't get tired, they don't feel pain, and they never stop coming. Their persistence is their greatest strength. Underestimating them, even for a moment, can be fatal. So stay alert, stay focused, and always be ready for a fight. Your survival depends on your ability to react quickly and effectively to any threat. Complacency can be deadly in a world overrun by zombies.
Fighting a zombie is messy, brutal, and terrifying. It's not like the movies, it's raw, it's real, and it's dangerous. Blood, gore, and the constant threat of infection are your new reality, but it's a hell of a lot better than becoming one. The alternative is unthinkable. Becoming one of them means losing your humanity, your identity, everything that makes you, you. So learn to fight, learn to survive, and never ever give up. Your will to live, your determination, and your combat skills are your greatest assets. In this new world, only the strong and the prepared will make it through. Keep fighting, keep surviving, and never lose hope.